TOWS. TOWS. I used to just think it was kind of SWOT but backwards, but apparently not. So here's a video explaining what it actually is. TOWS Matrix is a powerful and practical tool for businesses to develop highly effective administration and marketing strategies. But what exactly is TOWS? And how does it actually work? Also, if you're familiar with the SWOT strategy, you might be wondering how TOWS actually differs from SWOT, like I was. In this video, we'll be discussing these and more. As you might have actually noticed, TOWS is a reverse of the very popular SWOT analysis model. SWOT stands for the internal strengths and weaknesses of a company, and also the external opportunities and threats confronting whatever business. TOWS is a variant of SWOT, and just like the acronym, the implementation of TOWS works in reverse to that of SWOT. Allow me to explain. Now, with SWOT, the analysis of a business starts from within, so where the business's strengths and weaknesses are, where they're first considered. However, with the TOWS matrix, the analysis begins with the external environment, considering the threats and opportunities facing the actual business. By taking this approach, businesses can better understand their environment as they quantify the threats facing them and the opportunities that lurk around. It allows companies to develop viable strategies to take advantage of the market environment and determine what direction to actually go in. By understanding the threats and the opportunities in the market, businesses can better put their strengths in context and figure out precisely what they're actually good at and how they can leverage their strengths to succeed in the market. Following these external and internal analysis, using the TOWS approach, a matrix is formed that will ultimately help businesses make better decisions, seize opportunities, and perhaps more importantly, protect themselves against any threats that might come from the outside.
Threat detection matrix enabled.
Before we break down exactly how the TOWS matrix works, let's understand the terms. Threats, opportunities, weaknesses, and strengths. Strengths refer to the areas where an organisation excels and outperforms its competition. For instance, a business could be particularly strong in areas like brand recognition, or utilising proprietary technology, or having a very strong customer base, or being in a very healthy financial condition. On the other hand, weaknesses will refer to areas where the business is underperforming and is in dire need of improvement. Again, these could be a plethora of areas such as poor product quality,
It's stone dead.
insufficient capital, unmotivated sales force, and a host of other things. Opportunities are areas identified by the business managers that could be explored to expand the business and to actually sell more products or offer more services. Essentially, opportunities are growth avenues that businesses can explore to become more profitable. And finally, we have threats. These refer to specific factors that can hold the growth of a business back. As you can imagine, this includes things like rapidly increasing running costs, more inhibited government regulations, insufficient labour or supply, and a whole lot of other negative factors that actually apply to your business. This analysis results in 4 broad TOWS strategies. Let's consider each one.
One wonderful one!
The first step is the strength opportunity strategy. So this strategy best works when you can match one of the company's strengths with an external opportunity that seems to be prevalent. So for instance, if your business has a special committee or group of persons that are adept at writing grant proposals and you figure that there are actually lots of grants on offer on the market, then you'd want to adopt this strategy where the business channels more effort into securing grants in order to fund the business. Next is the weakness opportunity strategy. Now, the idea behind this strategy is to improve on the identified internal weaknesses of the business by utilising an existing external opportunity. So to illustrate this, let's imagine you own a small business that is struggling to run a successful social media marketing campaign. As a business owner, you could employ a proven social media marketing manager, or maybe even consult a marketing agency that is up to the task. Alternatively, you could send some of your staff for thorough training in social media marketing. This way, you have successfully attached an inherent weakness of your business to an external opportunity.
Number 3.
Third strategy links the strength of your organisation with an external threat. This is called the strengths threat strategy. Here, the idea is to use the internal strengths of your organisation to avoid an external threat. For instance, if there is a new competitor that threatens to cut out of your market share budget by drawing clients or budget away from you, what inherent strength does your business have to overcome this threat? So perhaps a loyal customer base, or sufficient funds to run an advertising campaign that will drown out the new competitor. Nullifying an external threat by leveraging an internal strength is how this strategy works. The fourth and final TOWS strategy is the weakness threat strategy. Typically, this is the most defensive of all 4 strategies. Here, the goal is to avoid threats while also minimizing weaknesses. This is often the go-to strategy when an organization is in a really bad position.
She'll blow soon.
So, perhaps one of your products is doing really poorly in the market, and this is an internal weakness. Coupled with this, a new business that operates in a similar field is about to release a product that would compete with this failing product, which will constitute as a threat to the business. By implementing the weakness threat strategy, you'll be able to choose to withdraw the failing product from the market entirely and go back to the drawing board, perfect the product, and then pursue a more aggressive selling strategy of the new product to nullify the threat coming from the competition. Evidently, the TOWS analysis is very simple and efficient, allowing business owners to make strategic and effective decisions that will develop the business and protect it from threats at the same time. To make the TOWS analysis simpler, a TOWS matrix is developed. Here's a typical example of a TOWS matrix. It's very simple to create one. First, the business owner must actually identify all the threats and opportunities facing the business. These make up the external factors. Each of these factors should be entered in the first column of the matrix. Next, the business strengths and weaknesses should be identified and entered into the first row of the matrix. With that done, the respective strategies we've spoken about earlier will emerge on the matrix as you match strengths to threats, strengths to opportunities, weaknesses to opportunities, and weaknesses to threats. One of the major advantages of the TOWS matrix is that it compels businesses into taking action. But not just that, it also helps business owners think through the actions that they take in order to make sure you are headed in the right direction. In the end, if well implemented, the TOWS would help businesses improve their position. On the other hand, the success of the TOWS matrix heavily relies on the knowledge of both internal and external issues. As a result, the person involved in designing the TOWS matrix for a business must be able to give an unbiased analysis of the internal and external environment. So what is your opinion of the TOWS matrix? Let me know in the comments section down below. Have you ever used it? Has it benefited your business? Have you got any hints and tips? Share, let me know how you've got on with it. Now, all references are in the description below, used for referencing this. I have mainly used TOWS in academic purposes only. I have not yet applied it to my own small business, so do let me know if you have actually applied it to practical situations and how that's gone for you. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.